welcome back to the Mini Frugal Chef. Today we'll be making easy and delicious gingerbread houses from scratch. So let's get started. Okay everyone, we're gonna start off with 3 cups of flour, 2 teaspoons of ground ginger, 2 teaspoons of ground cinnamon, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. Now we're gonna mix our dry ingredients. Okay everyone, here I am creaming 6 tablespoons of unsalted butter, softened, and 3/4 cup of brown sugar. I have added 1/2 cup of dark molasses and 1 egg at room temperature. Now I'm gonna mix this with my paddle attachment until it's all incorporated together. While it's mixing in low speed, we're gonna add our dry ingredients. Just like this. And now we're gonna mix all our dry ingredients with our wet ingredients until we have a dough-like consistency. Okay everyone, while it's mixing, we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of water if needed. So it makes our dough softer. Okay everyone, so this is how my dough looks. And by the way, this is a very sticky dough. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna put half in one plastic wrap and half of the dough in another plastic wrap. Half here and half here. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna form it into little balls, really easy little balls. And put them in some plastic wrap. And now what we're gonna do with our dough is we're gonna put it in the fridge for at least 2 hours. Okay everyone, so this is how my dough looks. It has been in the fridge for 2.5 hours. And I'm gonna unwrap it and I'm gonna start shaping my dough. So, I sprinkled some flour on my counter and I'm gonna roll it out until we have a thin dough. Okay everyone, so now here I have my shapes. I have the back and the front of my house. I have the sides of my house right here and the roof. Now you can cut your shapes into any size you want. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it on my dough and I'm gonna cut it. I'm using here a cookie cutter because I feel like it is easier for me to cut my shapes with this tool, but you can use any type of knife. And just like that, we're gonna take the excess dough, and here we go. We have our front of the house. Now I'm gonna finish up my shapes, and I'll see you when I'm done. Okay everyone, I finished cutting my shapes, and here they are. These are the sides. This is my roof. And right over here, I have the front and the back of my house. As you can see, I had to put them in 3 different pans, but you can put them in one if you have a big one. Make sure they have a lot of space in between like this so they do not stick together. And we're gonna bake these for about 10 minutes at 350 degrees. So I'll see you when these are baked and ready. So I took these out after they have been in the oven for 10 to 15 minutes. And I let them cool down overnight today is another day, and these are pretty hard and ready to build. So right now I'll show you how to make some frosting or icing to glue our gingerbread house. So right here in my mixer I have 3 egg whites, and now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add half a teaspoon of cream of tartar. Now this is optional, but it will help your icing be stiffer. And now I'm gonna beat this in middle speed until it's fluffy. This is how your egg whites should look. Make sure you don't overbeat this. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna slowly add some powdered sugar until we have the consistency we want. Now I recommend a stiffer consistency so that your gingerbread house dries faster and is easier to build. This is a consistency I want. You see, it's very stiff. Okay everyone, so I put my icing on in a piping bag, and if you don't have a piping bag, you can use a Ziploc bag. But now what I'm gonna do is in my pan I put some foil, and I'm gonna start building my gingerbread house. So we're gonna start placing some icing on the pan, and we're gonna put our back of the house just like this. Now we're gonna keep it right there for a few minutes. Okay everyone, this is how my house looks, and now I'm ready to put on the roof. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put some icing here, and we're gonna get our roof and stick it there. And now I'm gonna do the same thing for my other side of the roof. Okay everyone, this is how my house looks. Now it's time to decorate it, and as you can see I have a bunch of candies here next to me, and I'm gonna show you a little bit how I decorate mine, but it's totally optional. If you want to decorate it, it's just very fun and it looks pretty, and you can decorate with any candies you can find and you want and however you want. So I'll show you a little bit how I decorate mine. Now be sure to be careful when you're decorating, just so that you don't break your gingerbread house. Now you can let your gingerbread house dry for a day, some hours, or the whole night. But it's totally fine if you decorate it carefully while it's still wet. Okay everyone, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and you know what? I would also appreciate it if you could subscribe to the channel, give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to turn on your post notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my delicious recipes. Bye guys.